Hi there everyone, welcome back to another video of Rated Customs. Firstly, I would just like to thank each and every one of you guys for being very supportive towards Fred. If you guys do not follow me on social media or follow Fred on social media, Fred was in an accident last week and Wednesday. It's not a topic I really want to go about, but I just thought I'd let you guys know that Fred is alright, he's okay. He escaped with very minor injuries, which was a very great blessing. So at the current time we're not really focused on his car and stuff. We're mainly just focused on his health, and we're wishing for a speedy recovery. So for each and everyone that sent Fred a message that had him like in the prayers, we really appreciate it. We are gonna go about everything with him, hopefully in a video. But at the moment we just we're praying for a speedy recovery for Fred. So just to give you guys like a little hint, Fred actually collided with a truck. So we're very happy that he survived the accident with very minor injuries. It was, like I said, it was a very big blessing. But that's the reason why actually I haven't really had time to actually film anything. Because his car was standing here and I didn't know actually what to tell you guys. We threw his car closed. We are not really much worried about the car, but we're just glad Fred is alright. But I'm just gonna give you guys a little update if you guys weren't watching the channel for the last couple of weeks. So you guys can see, this Fred's car. We just close it up just for the time being. We don't want really too much attention on this car. So yeah, we're not really much worried about the car. But just an update on the YT. I got the grill installed with the lights. The driver's side headlight is not working, but the brights on the driver's side headlight is working. So it's not the bulb. It's definitely the fuse or the wiring. So I need to double check all that to make sure I'm getting power there. I got a few stuff sorted in the car, but that's mainly literally what I just did on this car. On the other hand, this is another story that needs to be told. So it wasn't really the best of weeks for us last week. So this is actually Tegan's B18 block. His car just started overheating for no reason. Didn't need head gasket anything, but then we realized this block is corroded. So my uncle actually went on and removed the engine from the car. We just decided, look here, we're just going to replace the engine with a fresh B20 engine which we bought by Motors and more. And here you guys can see, here's the engine, the B20B. You guys can see that there, B20B. So we got this engine from Motor and more, if I'm not mistaken. This engine will be Tegan's new heart transplant. So we will be fitting this engine in his car. We will be using a lot of the B18 parts on this engine in order to convert it to a B20 setup in his 1800 chassis. So that's the reason what, that's everything that has been going on. Related Customs, like a lot has happened since the last time I actually filmed, and like a lot is really happening, and there wasn't really like the urge to film because it just doesn't make sense for me to logically film while that has happened. So we are back. We are probably going to continue with the content, and yeah, today we're going to start off with the champagne car right here. So I recently purchased this car from my buddy, and I actually fitted the factory air filter induction on this car because you guys know I'm not very a big fan of the stack, and the car's back on your standard ECU, so this box works perfectly for this car. I did actually clean up the engine bay yesterday, and I actually went and washed the car. But at the moment I'm actually in need of some tires, so if any of you guys can maybe assist me with 1.550 15-inch tires, I would really appreciate it. Specifically, most probably in this Sumitomo brand or Dunlop or Falcon or something. I would just like a very good brand tire. Just in need of two. These tires are completely trash, so that's the reason why I'm not really driving with the car that much. But I got the speedo sense in. I actually got a speedo sensor from my buddy Kurt Wong. So big shout out to Wong. If you guys need any parts or accessories, I'll leave his link on the screen as well as in the description below, so you guys can actually contact him directly. His number will be there as well, so contact him if you guys need any parts for your car, because he actually does an amazing service and it does deliver to your doorstep at additional courier cost. Here we have the parts we are going to replace in today's video. So we have the upper control arms, the complete upper control arms. So the reason why I'm replacing the complete upper control arms is because usually the lower control arm and the ball joint are two separate brands. For example, if you want to replace just the ball joint, so it tends to pop out. That's the reason why I always buy, or we always buy, brand new upper or complete upper control arms, because you have fresh bushings right here and you have a fresh ball joint. We bought, or I actually bought some lower ball joints. I bought some tie rods, and Kurt Wong actually sponsored me with some spark plugs. So big shout out to Kurt Wong or STM once again. Like I said, if you guys need any parts, do contact him. I'll leave all these details in the description down below. And then here we have an original Honda filter. And well, we honestly just go with the original Honda filter because it's obviously better than the aftermarket brand, the number one. And Matt actually supplied me with this. So there's actually Matt Abram Development that actually sells this. So if you guys need any of this, his link will be in the description down below as well if you guys need his service, because he actually sells these filters. He sells valve cover gaskets for the B series and the D series engines. I'm not entirely sure if those are OEM or not, but I still need to go buy me a valve cover gasket set by him as well for this car, because this valve cover is leaking extremely. So I need to do that as well. So we're going to do a nice oil change on the car as well. We went with the 20W50. There we go. So we'll be installing all of this on the car today, and hopefully it's going to be worth it, because there's currently a knock on the front suspension, which I'm not really happy about. And I thought, like, because I'm gonna be driving this car for quite some time, just make sure the car's mechanically 100%, and then we can worry about the rest. So this is literally all we need to do to this car. I'm not really gonna go over and about with this car like I did with my white B20, because at the end of the day I actually ended up in a sold car. So I'm not gonna go all in about with this car. It's just to get mechanically right, just to make it like nice and fun for daily, and just get me 2 new tires, because that's currently not safe to drive with. So I'm gonna get you guys to understand. We're gonna start by removing this entire half of the side and that side, and then we can actually move on to the oil change. What do you guys think? You guys think maybe I should put the spoons on the B20? What do you guys think? VTEC wheels on here, spoons on there. Comment down below. And then while we're actually here, it's just to actually prove to you guys that Teejay's engine is actually out and it is actually standing at the back. So here's this car currently on jack stands, and if you go underneath, guys will see no engine, buddy. So we definitely need to get, I can see there, no engine. So we definitely need to get this car sorted as well. My uncle's actually on his way back from Belleville, because he actually bought some parts for this car. So to fit the new engine in that car, we need to follow like a list of directions, like I guess like requirements. So we need to get like a new water pump, new valves, new seals. That's all part of the startup warranty on the car, so with the engine. So we're gonna do all that, and then yeah, hopefully everything goes well, because it's gonna be our first B20 conversion that we will be doing. So if you guys would like to actually see the entire conversion being done, do comment down below. managed to get all the parts well removed from the car. It ended up that the rack ends are also faulty, or like, well, yeah, they're also worn out. So I actually went and purchased a brand new set of rack ends as well as boots. Put some degreaser so we can actually, well, clean the bottom end of the subframe as well, because it's full of CV grease. And while we're actually here, my uncle's actually still busy with the engine, with Tegan's engine. So we managed to get the 180i intake on, busy replacing the water pump and all the seals on the engine as well, because that's part of like the warranty agreement. So we have to do all that. We got all the timing marks on, so we know that is sorted. My uncle is currently busy with the crank seal. We already replaced the other seal by the other end of the engine, so well, most of the seals are already replaced as well. So while we're doing some updates, we have another Opa that's back in town. So let me show you guys Jody's latest purchase. Because this man drove all the way up to Joburg for this car. And it's a very neat car. This one's actually, well, neater than the previous one. So this is Jody's Opa right here. So here we have the latest addition to the late garage, Mr. Jody. The man made two recent purchases, so he actually bought the boxy and then he bought this one as well. This one he actually bought in Joburg, as you guys can see. GP Gauteng registration, and this is actually a very neat and clean car. The car has currently, I think, 156,000 on the clock. 157. When he bought it, so he must drove down. But Jody actually drove down with his dad all the way from Joburg with this car. And well, this is actually one of the first cars with that champagne car right there, which aircons actually work.
Silver one also work.
Oh yeah! Well, the silver one also work, but yeah, this engine bay is extremely neat, and as you guys can see, or as you guys know, Joburg cars, well, don't really have, well, rust on them. So this is actually a Joburg car, and that's the reason why everything is so minty fresh in this engine bay, specifically like, for example, like the hardware and the brackets and the nuts and stuff. So everything is quite minty fresh in this engine bay. This valve cover looks like it has been repainted, but I think this is still the OEM paint job. We don't know, because it's actually like peeling off like a...
You can also see, man.
Yeah, it's also like peeling off a bit there, as you guys can see. So definitely need to do a respray on that, because I think I'm gonna respray mine. He's probably gonna respray his as well, and Tegan. So it's gonna be a whole respray vibe on the valve covers. This car is extremely neat. The interior, guys, like, we thought we're not gonna find a car to beat Tegan's interior, but I mean, like, this is most probably on the equal levels as Tegan, if not better, because this car is extremely neat. The only problem is that Jody's currently rolling with 1.5 55 profile tires. These wheels are currently or provisionally sold. He needs a spoiler, and God knows where he's gonna find some semi-clear taillights this time. So we're actually on the search for semi-clear taillights.
Hoping for a miracle.
We are hoping for a miracle. Yeah. Like this car was literally a miracle, because you guys are probably gonna ask where we found this car, because
Gumtree.
We found this car on Gumtree. Gumtree, and we literally just typed in like Honda 180 on Gumtree. Car popped up from Joburg, and well, here's the car now. So
the next moment.
Yeah, bruh. It's the same thing again now.
2 days later.
2 days later, and it's the same thing again now.
It's just everything is gonna be difficult.
Bruh, and then you still need to buy coilies, you have to buy love, new lights, everything.
That's alright. But the semi-clears, that's everything is.
Yeah, the semi-clears is the only difficult part on this car. And the best thing is, this car is actually the exact same color as Jody's B20 which plays in his favor.
This is Junior.
Yeah, this is Junior. This is Junior. So, there's something else I wanted to say about the car. Oh yeah, the branch. So, this is actually a Viper branch on this car. 4x1, this branch is currently for sale if you guys are interested. You guys can contact Jody directly. I'll leave his IG on the screen. This branch is for sale. The reason for selling the branch? Well, we're not really into a 4x1 brand. So Jody wants to go with a noise push 4x2x1
Or stock.
or stock.
I have a stock with me.
Oh, you have a stock manifold at home, yeah. So we're thinking of going that route. So if any of you guys are interested in the Viper branch, this is a 4x1 and the size on it is quite decent. You guys can see that there. There's the Viper stamp right there. So definitely contact Jody for that. But a lot is really happening in this video, and well, and so it goes on.
Sorry guys, I'm back with another one.
Yeah, you're back with another one. But like I mentioned to you guys, Jody got a very good offer. I mean, like the offer is what actually sold the silver car.
Yeah.
So well,
Not really, but yes, is the offer. Money wasn't right. But I don't know.
het gaat maar zo. It goes maar zo, and the people go, yeah, that's Jody again. Now we're gonna watch the same shit over again.
You guys don't have to watch the video then.
But it's gonna be another transition.
Just like it, but don't watch it.
Yeah, just like it. So it's gonna be another transition on this car, hopefully coming soon. Because Jody must probably have already like a few parts at home ready for this beast. And then we're still gonna do another bolt series on the boxy as well.
Yeah, the boxy.
So that's also another thing.
I must further finish this one first before we start with
The boxy, yeah.
So the boxy is beginning next year.
Yeah, so let's hope for the best for that car as well.
January paint.
Okay, now that's gonna be a nice one, yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully if the motor comes out, the motor won't go back in. So, what's it? Let's see, beams maybe, I don't know.
Yes.
It's a big jump. It's a big jump. It's a good jump. And well, you guys know, well, I did mention these wheels are provisionally sold because Jody actually picked up these 180E wheels. So we'll be fitting these wheels on the car. These are actually the original.
Also for sale.
Oh, that's also for sale.
Oh, it's swap for thick rims.
With difference.
Spoons. Cast them from my side, obviously.
Okay, because Jody actually got a buy for that wheels.
Just for now, I need to put something on that's.
Because you actually sold that wheel, that's the reason was now.
Something Honda-ish.
Yeah.
This is not.
And this is actually this is OEM, so
Yeah.
it will suffice for the time being.
So when I have with my tire wheels on, so.
And yeah, and all full center caps are here, so
Yeah.
tires are quite decent. So contact Jody if you guys are even interested in these wheels, because these ones are provisionally sold. So Jody just mentioned, now I didn't even know these wheels are for sale, so
Yeah.
contact this man.
It's for sale.
Yeah, that's my one's VTEC wheels. So guys, if you guys have VTEC wheels or spoons, Jody's willing to offer a very fit cash difference.
7J. No, nothing wider than a 7J.
Yeah, 7J preferably.
7J.
A Valk
Or
T37.
6.5.
Oh, but the new Saba stop.
Yes.
And yeah, guys, do me a favor, just go on Saba Max on Facebook and go check out his latest stock.
Yeah, yes, nice.
Yeah,
Japanese wheels.
my bro, if I had the cash, I would really. Ik zou gaan Cupido. Van doe het weer op?
Okay, it's my car police.
En my car police, yeah, die bliksem, but yeah, guys, we're gonna continue with my car quick. I'm gonna get my car done, and then we can have some fun again afterwards.
2,000 years later.
I finally completed this car. Well, to the end of getting the car done, I didn't do too much filming because it was a very lengthy job, and well, we finally got the car done. So what I managed to do with the entire suspension, I technically overhauled everything on the suspension except the shocks as well as the end links for the front sway bar. So everything is freshed up in front. We got new lower ball joints, rack ends, tie rod ends, steering rack boots. We got complete upper control arms installed as well. So everything is fresh, brake pads, and the disc actually looks amazing. So didn't need to change that. I will be buying 2 new tires tomorrow morning. So what I will be doing, I'll actually be buying 2 brand new tires for this car. Technically for my dad's car, I will be fitting the brand new tires on my dad's car, and then I'll be using my dad's Yokohama tires on this car. And then we'll actually do wheel alignment as well, because this wheel alignment is definitely out. Rafa, what's going on with you, my bro? Relax. So this is technically my wheel alignment with just my eye. Obviously it has a lot of negative camber. Rafa, I'm not talking about your camber, boy. So I mean, like, for someone that actually like just the wheel alignment with the eye, I don't think I did too bad of a job. I would have really liked to take this car out for a test drive, because how this ball joint on this side actually was, it was terrible. So I was very afraid, because Hondas and ball joints, they are not friends, and this car was very due for a oil change. So I actually did the oil change. I bought some spark plugs as well, changed the spark plugs, so we are actually sorted. The plugs that Kurt Wong actually sponsored me was actually VTEC spark plugs. So I actually went and fit the spark plugs in the VTEC, and I actually went and purchased new plugs for this car. I bought another set of plugs just in case, but then all 3 were different codes, and luckily 2 of them were correct, which were correct for the B20 and then for the B16 as well. So yeah, at least these 2 are sorted. Big shout out to Tana Holloway for always assisting me whenever I need him. Throughout the day, I constantly message him, and he constantly picked up the phone. And Tana, if you're watching this, thanks once again to you. And well, this car is sorted now. I actually hit off that bucket in front, so the car is a bit more lower in front. Not really that much lower, but the car looks much better at the moment, because previously the car was kind of straight. So now this time it actually has a bit of a nosedive, as you guys can see. I think it's like 3 fingers in the rear, almost 3 fingers, and in front it's like 1 finger now. It's a bit more than 1 finger, almost 2 fingers. So I feel that's a perfect daily height for this car. On the other hand, we have Tegan's engine right here. Uncle Thurlow managed to get the intake on, the injectors, the rail, everything connected here. All we still need to do, I think, the valve, seal up the valve cover. But just take a moment, guys, and appreciate how clean this engine looks. This is definitely a low mileage engine, and for the first time ever, guys, I managed to get the timing, I managed to do the timing myself with my uncle. So we got that done. That was a first for me, because we actually needed to replace the crank seal. Didn't really show too much of this process, but once this engine gets fitted in the car, I'll show that entire process, so you guys can actually have some fun. It's something different. It's something a little bit outside of our comfort zone, because we don't really work on Honda engines. But like doing a Honda engine transplant, I think is something that well, maybe a few of you guys would like to see, and it's something I'm actually very excited for, because all we know is working out Golf engines and fitting them. So now we're actually doing the same with the B series engine. Super excited for that. I'm super happy that I actually got time to spend on this car, so I can actually get some time spending on that car, because I've invested a lot of time, like, well, off camera on that car. And once this car is done, we can actually move on to this car again, and then obviously to Tegan's car as well. And hopefully in the next video, we'll have a nice video for you guys, because well, as you guys know, my dad's car has also been resprayed, so that will be a nice review for you guys as well, because obviously tomorrow you guys will see my dad's car, because well, we were doing a tire exchange. So yeah, guys, if you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to smash that like button. I know I haven't been uploading as often as I always did, and I actually cancelled the early access membership because I couldn't uphold that side of my bargain, or couldn't uphold my end of the bargain, or the agreement, I guess. So I just cancelled that because I'm extremely busy nowadays. Work has got me off guard, constantly working on cars, and yeah, I'm just out here hustling as everyone else out there. Look how I look. Damn, I'm freak filthy, like, and I cleaned myself up like multiple times today. So I'm gonna go rest now, guys. If you guys did enjoy today's video, don't forget to smash the like button. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel because I just appreciate it. I really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.